human Laudiocytes. This is Latios0, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Picross, where we use logic puzzles to draw Pokemon pictures. So, let's begin. Big news, I heard that a person saw a very rare Pokemon nearby. Let's go look for that Pokemon right away. If you don't hurry, it may vanish. Okay. It looks like it's this way, so I've been thinking about, do we want to go this way or this way? A road beyond this point leads to the next area. A new Pokemon may be waiting for you there. Alright, I'll spend some Picross. We've been doing these daily challenges. Let's move on, because I want to see what this, I want to see what's special moving on here. Alright. Okay. What do we want to do here? Set at least one fairy type and cross reveal. Okay. So, what has cross reveal? You have cross reveal. Alright. And do we have fairy type? Please tell me we have a fairy type. We have a fairy type! Thank you, Floette! You're amazing. Alright. In that case, then we want to use cross reveal at least once, and we want to use a fairy type. How are we supposed to do this in a minute? Maybe the cross reveal will help? Well, let's do this then. Yes, I want to use cross reveal. Okay. Alright, we know that there needs to be, alright, another 1 and a 3. Meaning we need a 3 somewhere. This has to be in the 3, meaning that's a 2. Alright, we need this to be in the 4. Now we need this to be in the 2. Because you can't put 2 2s before that, which would mean this can't be. We're not doing this in a minute, let's face it. This has to be in here, meaning that's a 2, that's a 2. Alright, now we need a 1 and a 3. That needs to be blank, meaning we need a 1 and a 3 over here. Okay, good. Now we have that. We need a 2, meaning this needs to be the 2. So that's a 1, and the 4 would have to go here, because that has to be a 1 right there. Alright, now we have... This needs to be a 2. Alright, that's our 1 and a 1. We need a 1 right here then. Okay, now this needs to be a 2. Alright, meaning that has to be a 3. We need a 2 right here. Alright, now we need a 4. There's our 4. We need a 2. And we need... No, we need a 1 right there, so that's a 1, and that's a 2. No, wait a minute, that's not a 2. The 2... This need a 1. And... What am I doing? Alright, I am going way too fast here. Alright, I'm not even thinking. That would be there. Okay. I could have done that in the time limit, too. Wow. Well, we're gonna miss a time limit just by a little bit. We're gonna get 2 Picross for that. Alright, well. I guess I'll try this again off screen to get the, I've been doing, the outcomes off screen, because I don't think you guys really need to see me doing all that, because it's the same exact puzzle. It's not like in Shuffle where you're trying out different stuff. This is basically just about doing it in time, and it would take more time to do it again and again. So, alright. This next stage, we're gonna want to do it in a minute. We use Electric type and Slow time, but only Electric type Pokemon. Alright, only Electric type, so let's use these two. Alright. But they both have slow time, so we should be able... I think they stack. I think they do stack, so we should be able to do this in the time limit, but unfortunately... Alright. Alright, so... We need... Alright, these need to be in the 4. Alright, we need a 5, which means we need this to be in... Actually, that might not be in the 5. I think it will be, because you need 3, meaning that has to be in the 3, meaning we need this to be in the 2. Alright. Now we have 4... You know, these are blank. We're not doing this in a minute, let's face it. Alright, this needs to be in a 2 then, and we need this to be in a 2. Alright, now we have 6. We know... These also have to be in there. Alright, that's good to know, because now we know these are blank. Alright. We know we have... We need a 2 somewhere in here, and... Okay, the 5... This needs to be 2 and a 2. which means this needs to be the 3. And that's a 2. Alright. We're gonna miss the time limit. I'm sorry about that. But, alas, that has to be in the 5 then. Meaning that can't be. Alright. Now we need a 1 and a 2. Okay, well, we know this needs to be in the 2. Which means, that can't be. We also know, actually we don't know that much about the 5 other than, what do we know about the 5? Alright, we know this needs to be a 2. Alright. Leaves that blank. Alright. We also know this needs to be a 2, which means it's either going to go up or down, but we know we need to fit 2 1s in here. So it's either going to be here and here or here and here. Well, we know it's going to have to be this one then. Alright, so because of that, we know it can't be here. We're going to have another 1 here or here. If this is in the 3, we'd have to fit 2 1s down here, which we can do, but... Well, we know there needs to be another 1 in here, so this has to be part of the 6. Alright, that means the 6 is either going to go... The 5 can't possibly fit down here, it has to go up to here. So it means this has to be the last one in the 6. Which means that can't be in the 4. Which means... nothing. Alright. Well, alright, well, we know this has to be the 1, but... We need a 2 in here, meaning that has to be in the 2. Those have to not be. Alright, now we have that. We know that can't be, because that can't be a 2, so that's our 4. Alright, that means this has to be in the 4 as well. Fair enough. Alright. So that's a 1, and that's our row. Alright, so from here we know we need a 2 and a 1. We know this is a 1. Judging by that, that means there has to be another 1 down here. Alright, which means we know that these are in the 3. We know that the 4 has to be that, meaning we know that this has to be in the 2. This is blank. Fair enough. That finishes that row, meaning we have... this needs to be in the 5. Okay. Alright. We also know because of that these can't hold the 2 because the 2 has to be at the bottom. Alright, now from there we have... the 5 needs to be... can't go all the way to there. I apologize for any background noise, by the way. Doing construction outside. Alright, let's see. We need... well, we know that's a 1. Alright. We have... we need the 1 and a 1 and a 1. So... this needs to be in the 2. This can't fit a 2. So this has to be true, which means this isn't. Which means... this is true. Which means that has to be the 5. Alright. Now we need 2. That can't be true, which means we need this to be true. That's our 5 there. We need this to be a 2, because this is already filled. Alright, now we have... that's filled. We need another 1 in here. Okay, there's our 4. And we need 2 1s here and 1 there. And a 2 there. So with that, we drew Fletchling! Alright! I'm gonna have to work on that with the time, but we did defeat it. We used the electric types and the slow time. So we are gonna get 2 Picross. So we got something for it. We did do something. Alright! Next up is gonna be, I don't even know what's gonna be, but let's see what we want to use. We want to use Auto Fix 3 or fewer times and Glaceon. So, does that mean that we don't have to use Auto Fix since 0 is fewer? Also, I don't think we have Glaceon. I'm fairly certain we don't, so, at least I don't remember catching it. I think I would remember it. Alright, then we're not doing this one really, are we? Okay. In that case, we have 5 minutes to do it, even though we can't really, do anything all that special. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna use the autofix because it says to, more or less. Mostly less. Alright. And let's square reveal it. Let's square reveal it, because why not? Alright. Yeah, I'll use a square reveal, why not? Alright, let's see what we get. Please be useful. Well, you know what? That's actually useful. That's quite useful indeed. Alright, now we have this stuff more or less known. Alright, that means we can't possibly fit a 1 and a 2 at the end, meaning this has to be a 1, this has to be the 2, and this needs to be a 2. Actually, it doesn't have to be. I don't want to waste a, No, actually, this would have to be because we need the end to be a 1. What am I doing? That would fit exactly like that. That's a guaranteed column. It's actually really useful. Alright, now we need a 2 right there. That finishes that row. Okay, now we need... Alright, well this has to be a 2. We don't know which one it is, but this has to be a 2. Which means we have that. We don't know which way this one goes. Alright, well we have a 3. We need 2 1s, meaning that has to be true, meaning that this has to be a 2. Well, this has to be in the 2. Alright, meaning that's our 4. Okay. Now that we have that, we know that this is a 1. Okay, so that means we need a 2 somewhere. We know these can't be part of the 2. So these have to be true. Alright, now that we have that, these can't be connected, so this has to be the 2 because this can't be connected to that, which means that this is the... meaning that's the 2. And we have that. Alright, so now that we have this, we know... Well, we know this isn't true, we know this is. And we know that's an empty row. Alright, from there on, that is. Okay. Now we have... This needs to be a 2. That's a 2. Alright. And that finishes that one, that, I guess, upper 2 squares. Let's move on now to the bottom. Alright. We have that done. We know we need a 4 and a 2 and a 1. Okay, well, we know this has to be in the 4. Those definitely have to be in the 4, considering. So, now from here, we can figure out, well, we know this has to be empty, which is quite obvious. So now we know this is empty, that has to be empty. Alright, so we can figure out that we need a 2, meaning that this needs to be the 2. 2 is going to have to continue from here. We know that we need a 2 and a 1, which means that has to be the 2 and the 1, meaning we know this isn't true, we know that's not true. Therefore, we know that we need... 2 and a 1. We know that 2 already, so we need another 1. The 1 is going to have to go... I guess here, because we need 2 here. And then from there we have 1 and a 1. And there we go! So with that, I don't think we used auto fix once, to be honest. But with that, we caught Leafeon! Alright. Time limit, auto fix, just no Glaceon because, you know, it happens. I don't know. Alright, next up is... Alright, we're gonna use Luxray. I don't think I have Luxray. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. Rising Reveal. Okay, what has Rising Reveal? You do. Alright. Use Rising Reveal, use Luxray. I don't have Luxray. But you know what? Let's use 2 Rising Revealers because why not? Let's use it at least once. I'll use it at least once. Why not? Let's do this. Convenient. And let's, Oh, you can only use it at the beginning? Well, either way. That I didn't know. Alright. The more you learn, the better you know stuff for the future, I suppose. Alright. Well, we know this needs to be in the 3. We know these are blank. Okay. So, we also know that has to be empty, which means we need a 3 and a 1. Okay, we have that this needs to be the 3, so this can be a 1 and a 1. So we have that row done. Alright, that's good to know. Now we have 3 and a 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. This can't possibly be the first 3. This has to be in the second 3. We have a 2 and a 2. This obviously needs to be the 1s. That goes without saying. Alright, now from here, this needs to be in a 3. No, actually, no, this needs to be a 1. This needs to be in a 3, but we know that already. But we know this is empty, which means we need a 2 somewhere in here and a 1. Well, here's our 2. The 1's either wanted here. We don't know which one quite yet. We know these are 1s, though, so that's convenient. Now we need a 1 and a 2 in here. 1 space 2. It could be in any of them, but we do know that has to be in the 2. Which means we have the rest of that being empty, which is good to know. Alright, so from here we have... This could be the 2 or the 1. I don't know for sure which one it is. But we know this needs to be a 3 and a 1, so that means this is obviously a 2, meaning this needs to be a 1. Alright, now we have another 2 somewhere up here, but we don't know which one exactly it is. So, that is kind of unfortunate, but we know we need a 1 in here, meaning it's going to have to be here then, because it can't be in there, meaning that's our 1. So, from there, okay, we have a 1 and a 2, alright. Not exactly as helpful as I wanted it to be, but hey. We know we need a 2 in here, meaning that has to be the 2, because this can't fit a 2. Meaning we need a 1 at the bottom, which means it's going to have to be at the bottom corner, since this is an empty row from here on out, which is good to know. This can't be true, so that has to be there. Okay, that finishes up that column. We know these need to be in the 3. So that we have that. Alright, so from there, we need a 1 and a 1. This has to be true then, because we need the other ones to fit in here, meaning that's our 3. We need a 2 in here, so that has to be true, to be part of the 2. Okay, so that finishes up this row. This needs to be a 2. We need a 1. That needs to be a 2. So, there we go. So with that, we drew Manectric. Alright. Fair enough. So that did within the 5-minute period. We don't have Luxray, so I mean, I really these are kind of crazy outcomes that we can't possibly do. Looks like that's the Mega, I'm guessing, for it, but we don't have a Mega Pencil, so that kind of is unfortunate. Alright, so looks like we have just enough energy to be able to do this stage. It is recommending to use at least 2 Pokemon, 10 or skills 10 or fewer times. Okay, you know what? I don't know if we're going to reduce the time limit, but let's use Zygarde. They can't use 2 of the same Pokemon. Oh, that's unfortunate. You know what, I'm going to use the 10% one because I'm pretty sure it does the same thing anyway. Alright. Then let's also go with... Let's go with Celebi's Freeze Time. Because why not? That's simple. Why not? Let's do this. We have 30 minutes to do this. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a tough stage. I think it's going to be like one of the 15 by 20 ones. So, let's go. Might as well, use the square reveal. Ooh, we get to pick where we want to put this. Okay, that's kind of nice. Alright, let's select the square. Alright, how about somewhere like in the middle? You know what, I also want to use the freeze time. You already wasted a second, but whatever. Also, I want to use the other 2 square reveals because why not? Alright, and let's use one more. Because it just seems like the thing to do. Alright. So, alright, let's do this. And those of you who don't like me using these power-ups or whatever, we have the Pokemon, it's part of the game, so let's not worry too much about that. Zygarde is so good, it's kind of funny. Alright, alright, we know this has to be empty. That has to be empty to be a 1. Alright, now we have, that has to be in the 3, but we don't know if the top goes in the 3 or if it does not. Alright. We know we need a 2 in there. That's a 4. We need a 1. So this is going to be part of the 2 then. Well, that is going to be the 2, sorry. Alright. So. Alright. Now we need... Okay, in the 8... That has to be true. Okay. So, we also know that this is 5, so that is there. That has to be a 2. Alright. This needs to be a 5. Okay. Hopefully this is a cool Pokemon because, I don't know, it's a mythical Pokemon, so I'm sure it'll be cool. Alright, let's do that. There, that, there. Alright. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do that. Alright, hopefully it doesn't get in the way of our Picross or whatever. Alright. Or energy or whatever. Okay, that can't be in the 3 then. Okay. Okay, this needs to be the 3 then. This can't possibly be the 6. I mean, we need to fit 2 2s in here. So that has to be true. And that has to be true. Okay. So, from there, we know this needs to be in a 3, so that has to be true. This needs to be in a 2, but we don't know which one is, if it goes up or down. That's a little bit of a problem there, but we know if this is the 2, then this would need to be a 1. Oh, wait a minute. What am I doing? Looking at the wrong row. They both have to be 2s, my bad. This is the 2. This would need to be a 1, however... there could be something before it. Alright, well. You know what? Let's freeze the clock again. Okay, so if we can get... Too bad I didn't bring blue force. That would have been useful, but alas, alright. That has to be in the 4. To click that. Alright. So we know that has to be in the 4, meaning this needs to be empty underneath it. Don't know exactly how helpful that is. Alright. Well, from there we can tell... What do we know? Well, this needs to be empty, meaning we have the rest of that row beforehand is empty. That's empty. Alright, that needs to be a 1. According to this would be a 1 then. Thank you, game, for telling me that. That's something I'm definitely, will take advantage of. Alright, we know one of these has to be the 1. We don't know which one. Alright. I can't tell. Alright, but we know this needs to be a 4. Okay. This needs to be a 5. Which means that this needs to be a 2, which makes this a 1. Alright. So now this needs to be a 2, which makes that not true. Alright. Which means that this needs to be in the 4. Okay. Alright, that means this needs to not be true, which makes this the 3. Okay. This needs to be a 1 then. So does this, which makes that the 4. There we go. Alright. This needs to be a 2. That's empty. That means we need a 1 in here somewhere. Where it is, I couldn't possibly tell you, but at least not quite yet. But we do know that we have a 1 somewhere in here. Okay. Well, actually we're gonna need to fit 2 space 1 space 1. Except we already have that 1 in there. Huh. Well, we do know because this can't be. This needs to be in the 3. Which would mean that this would need to be true. Which means we'd need the 3 to be to that way. So that should be right. Alright, now this needs to be a 1, which means this needs to be true. Which fills out that row. Alright. Celebi, do your thing. Alright. Now from here we can... Well, we need a 6 at the end of here, which means these need to be true. Alright, that has to be part of the 6, which means those are 1s. There's a 1. Alright. That column is done. We need a 2 in here, meaning that this needs to be in the 2. And you can't fit a 4 there, so this can't be true. Meaning this would be the 4. Ah. This needs to be a 3. So there we have that. Alright, so from here... Well, we know that this needs to be a 1, so that can't possibly be true, meaning this is the 8. Alright, now we know this has to be a 1, so this needs to be that one. Alright. That has to be a 1. We don't know if the 1 goes above it or below it, which is kind of unfortunate. Alright, well, we need a 5 and a 1. These can't be connected. So we know this is the 1. But we don't know... But that means they can't be connected. That has to be true, which means... Well, that has to be false, so that's true. Alright. So, we don't know exactly where it goes from there, though. But... we know we need a 3. Meaning this needs to be a 2. So the 2... It would make most sense if this were the 2. Alright. Because we're going to need the 2 over on the left. Alright. So here we have... That has to be empty, because that's the rest of the column. Alright, we know... Alright, Celebi, keep it up. Might as well use them all, because what is there to lose at this point? Alright, we know we have 4 in there, 3 a 2. For the most part, we have a 10 by 10 now. A little bit more than that, though, unfortunately. Alright, so we need a 1... Where do we go from here, then? Well, we know this needs to be empty to be a 3, which means this can't possibly hold the 2. We also know that this has to be empty because the 2 has to go either to the left or the right. Alright. Meaning we need a 2 in here. So this would make the most sense then. To empty out that column. Alright, now we need another 1. That needs to be a 2. There we go. That needs to be a 1. Can't fit a 2 in here, so that has to be a 1. Right here. Okay, now we pretty much have 10 by 10. Alright. Let's do... We need a... Well, we know this has to be a 2. The 2 can go up or it can go down. Well... We know we need a 1 in here. This needs to be a 2. Meaning that needs to be part of that. So it goes down. There we go. Alright. So from here we have... Alright, so one more time. One more time. Alright. So, if we can go for... Well, you know what? Can't be here. Can't be here. Can't be here, can't be here, can't be here, can't be here. So... that means it has to be... I don't even know, to be honest. Alright, let's just, we know we need a 1 in here. For the 2, it would fit here. Alright. In all likelihood, then... that would be the 1, then. So that could be a 1. Alright, that means we need that to be empty, which makes that the 1. Which means it's not here. Which means this needs to be true. Finishes that column. Alright. So, that means that's true. This needs to be a 3. That has to be part of that. This can't be, so this is true. That's a 1, that's a 3. This needs to be a 3. Finish that column up. This is a 2. A 1 and a 1. Alright, now we need another 1 and a 2. As well as a 3, a 2, and a 1, 1, 1. Well, here's our 1, 1, 1. Alright. Meaning we need this to be a 4. We need a 2 somewhere in here. This needs to be 3. This needs to be in the 2. Actually, I don't think it needs to be. But it would make sense if that's true. Then we have a 2 and a 1. So with that, we drew my favorite legendary Pokemon ever. Shaymin in its sky form. Wow. Taking a picture of that. Alright. Awesome. Alright, so with that, got 6 pick rights for completing all of those outcomes there, for all of those challenges and whatnot. And super mythical Pokemon trainer. Huh. 3 more pick rights, that's nice. I guess we drew 6 mythical Pokemon. That's nice. Or you know what, I'm gonna try to do some training quickly to get some pick rights, because you can do this daily. Alright, let's do this. Alright, we have 6. Alright, 2 and 4. 1 and 5. Alright, we need 3 to be in there. 2. Alright, we need that to be a 1. 1. There we go, alright. 6, 2, 3, 2. There's our 5. Oops. There's our 4. 1 and 2. What am I supposed to be doing here? 3, 2, 2 and 3. Ah. What am I doing? That needs to be a 1 and a 1. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna try this again. I'm gonna try it again. Thank you to those I forgot who it was, who told me you can actually restart these if you are messing up. Alright, we need a 2 and a 3, 2 and a 4. There's our 3, 2, 1 and 1. 1 and 2. Alright. There we go. 6, 3, 2. Okay, so we need a 2 in here. There's our 4. Alright, we need... that would be make sense for a 1, meaning that's our 2. Get a 3 and a 1. 2, 3. Alright, there we go. 1 and 5. Alright. That's a 3, we have a 6, 2, 2, 1, 4. Actually, it'd make more sense if it was this and I guess that. Alright. 3 and 3. 6. 1 and 5. We need a 2 in here. 2, 1, and 6. Alright. 1, 1, 1, 1. Alright, we need a 3 and a 2. Here's our 6. Okay, come on. No, that needs to be part of the 4 then. 4. 3 and 2. 1, 1. And here. There we go! So with that, we are gonna actually do that within the time limit. Takes sometimes 2 tries, but hey, you know, it's good training, I guess. Although it's a lot simpler than the actual stages, because, you know, it's only 7 by 7. But I guess next time we'll keep drawing these Pokemon around here, because we're kind of low on energy. So yeah. Next time I guess we'll get to draw even more, I guess, kind of less Pokemon, but still, I'm sure there's still some interesting stuff to happen. But at least we did draw my favorite legendary Pokemon ever, and that is kind of fun, I must say. So, thank you for watching. As always, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Good